appreciate the smiles, that pretty smile of yours.
Wait, actually, wait. Can you hear yourself? You can hear yourself, can't you?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
no, no,
hold
no,
on.
I can't hear myself. No.
Oh no, because my audio is playing on my speaker, so I was like, hold on, this is gonna come up in my recording, isn't it? I feel like
No,
I'm going insane right now.
your audio sound great, and she got a sense of
Okay,
yours too.
you
So
know what? Then I'm not gonna worry about it.
yeah. And how you doing today, beautiful?
I'm so ditzy. I really can't help it though. Like, oh, damn near cut my finger out just trying to get my weed open. I'm actually, you know what? I'm having a really good day. It's been like high emotions, but like really good emotions today. You know what I mean? What about you? How's your day been?
My day is. Well, I'm glad that you asked. Never asked.
Of course.
So it went very well. Went to work. Um,
Hmm.
got surprised with a appreciation thingy for my crew. You know, saying
Oh,
saying the health department, I guess whatever they call us over there, and everything.
uh-huh.
And I'm high, and I'm talking to you, so I'm having a good day so far. Yes.
I'm glad.
So one, of course, from looking at your page, you have a very nice blue tie that you love to show
Thank
off
you.
and everything. And it seems like you exudes confidence. So are you a confident lady?
I have to be. And honestly, I am because, dude, I'm dope. But here's the thing I literally would not live if I were not confident. The anxiety would eat me alive. You know, I feel like for me, there is no other way for me to live except to love myself. And I feel like that's true of everyone, but not everyone does that. And not even does it well all the time because I mean shit, I feel like it's a lifelong process.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I am confident. But you know what else I am?
What?
Confident in my messiness. I'm confident in the way that I'm a fucking a dork, a freak, a goofball, a absolute spaz, ADHD at the wazoo, and I am really proud of it because I like me.
No, it's
What about you? Do you like you?
oh yes, I love. I'm a geek nerd. Um, not an old man, just getting old. And no, I love who I am. You
Hmm.
know, it you to me this business helps you learn in many
Hmm.
ways as
Oh,
well.
absolutely.
You know,
You
period.
know, especially like with so many people telling you that either like horrible things or the best things in the whole world. Like, you know, that experience of hearing it over and over and over again, it like it cements it. It like it drives that nail home of like, no, I am awesome. And it even makes you like want to fight or not even fight
Mhm.
against, I guess, people who are like talking shit about you, but it also makes you so grateful for the people who do see the real you.
Yeah, because it no matter how you skinny, you're gonna see the real us doing these scenes.
Hmm.
Well, nowadays, because we used to work around clothes back in my day, also, which I still like doing. I like working around clothes. She wear a nice little sexy
Hmm.
dress,
Wait,
maybe
say
some
the.
heels.
I'm so sorry. Say the last part again.
I said she wearing a nice little sexy dress with some heels. You know, I pull the dress up, pull it down to show the text. You know,
You
so
better. I mean, she just got dressed up for you. Better give it to her good.
I'm saying out this piece that day. Cause I'm sorry, it just they don't do that no more now. They just,
Wait. I feel like I'm not hearing you right. Hold on. I'm like hearing like the not the like the last 2 seconds of everything
oh,
you say.
really?
I'm so sorry.
Maybe play this stupid ass mic. Can you hear me a little bit better?
Yes, thank you. Thank
Is
you
this
so much.
dumb
I'm like
ass
missing
mic?
like the last 2 seconds. I feel so bad.
So, but no, what I say is they don't work around clothes no damn more. They don't. They just get
Shoot.
unanswered. That's why I play
I'm
anybody
so
that works around clothes.
I'm so sorry. I'm like not hearing. Hold on. I need to fix my sound or something because
Okay.
it's like going in and out like this. And I'm like I have no idea what you said like the last 2 sentences. Hold on. I'm gonna try to figure something else out. I don't know. Hold on. Let's
I mean,
see.
take your time because we enjoy looking at her and while she's getting her sound together. Yeah, people, let me holler at y'all for a minute. It's time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. Yeah, I think you got it because I heard it in my earphones. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. For a sponsor to tell you about, first with being Magazine.com. Next up, blusherotica.com. And after that, we got the Kinky Candle Company for you people that like candles. And if you need legal aid, the Queen of Law herself, Mitchell Ferrari. Also, you can find me 5 days out the week in the mornings at fullswapradio.com, as well as sgpradio.com, as well as skyheartafterdarktv.com. How I sound to you, babe? Can you hear me? Oh, damn, she went out. We'll get it back in a second. Well, as soon as she come back in, I can give the introduction. You know what I'm saying? I think she's trying to put in the earbuds. She got sexy ass on too, ain't she? Such a pretty smile too. She ain't even hearing me. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Something popped, but somebody come and edit. Mm-mm. Let's see. Hold on. I always edit this. You might have to go back out and come back in. You good? I can always edit. I had to find it. I had to find it to see where I can edit it. Might have to go back out and come back in. She got this Bluetooth. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. I'm
And you
just gonna
back.
try it again. I just like can't hear like the last 2 seconds of everything you're saying. I feel
Oh
so
yeah.
sorry.
Well, shoot.
Oh,
Well, I
I
guess.
know what you
I guess I had to look and see where I could edit it at. But all right, people. Now I done did the particulars. We had to take a small break. Now this lady over here is thick. She's sexy. From looking at her page, she's quirky, but a nasty ass freak.
yeah, yeah.
Nasty ass freak. And people, I'm trying to tell you, nice tits, nice ass. She's she's a total package, people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's my
Thank you. I appreciate you.
geeky princess fantasy. You feel me? So I'm gonna sit back and let this gorgeous, sexy lady introduce herself. Tell me who you is, baby.
Hello, everyone. My name is Indy or Moshpit Mami. I am a huge fan of anal and squirting and gangbangs and cucks. Love cucks. I've been in this industry for a few years now, probably full time since February 2022. And my favorite part about this industry is like, I really feel like we're helping people one nut at a time. And I say
Mm.
that all the time. For me, like my biggest passion about doing this job and making content and being a cam girl is being with people. Like I love making friends. I love making friends out of whoever I meet. Um, I don't know. And I figured like at some point in my life, I was like, dude, you're such a fucking dirty slut. Like you better just get fucking paid to do this. And I don't know. I really I'm super passionate about being here. I'm passionate about being a big fat fucking freak with big ass titties, a big ass, and I'm Asian. And it's like, I don't know, it's a fun mixture, all of it.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting looking at your page right now. I'm like, damn.
Thank you so
Look
much.
at the
Thank
motherfucker.
you, Hanson.
Oh my goodness. And too, I like the hair because it makes you stand out even more.
And you know what's so funny too? Like I just cut my hair back in September. For all my life, I had that super long hair, like down to your waist, super thick. I only did like the little money pieces before.
Mhm.
And you know what happened last year was my stress level was so high. I had
Mhm.
just gotten a dog and I was terrified it was going to die. Like straight
Mm.
up terrified, anxiety out the wazoo. So my hair started falling out.
Damn.
It was so sad. And like, I was like, it was such a big piece of my identity, right? It was like the super long hair, like this gorgeous feminine hair. And in September, I was like, why am I trying to hang on to these locks that aren't even there anymore? So I just cut it all off. And honestly, like I've never loved my hair this much in my life.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question before I get
Yeah.
into the time machine. When you cut the hair, did you notice you got noticed more?
Oh gosh. That's a good question. More? Hmm. Honestly, I feel like because like I had always had such long hair, when
Yeah.
I finally did cut it, it was like an explosion in my fan base. Like they were like, it was so unexpected because I just always had like the long, maintained, like super thick hair.
Mhm.
So I would say, yeah, I did get more attention. And it's so funny because like I'll post pics sometimes of like my old hair, when it's super long. People are like, oh my God, it was so long and gorgeous. I can't wait for you to like grow it out again. And I'm like, I really like my short hair. I think I'm gonna keep it for a while.
No, I think it makes you stand out, makes you look different, and
Thank you.
sometimes a hair change can change your career. Sometimes
100%. You know, especially because like hair.
that's some good ass weed, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, I need to be hitting what she's hitting. See, I'm not the only one to be choking on the weed.
Always.
See.
Oh my God. Sometimes I can't not. You know,
Want
I
to hit
always
my
have baby looks. But yeah, I think that like when your hair is such like an identifying part of like your personality to a lot of people, like they see you, and when you change your hair, it's like one of the first things that people notice when they're like watching you every day like that. You know what I mean? People are checking your stories, checking your posts and whatnot, and then like new haircut, and it's like whoa, 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 even like new color, new style. People who really love you and like want to pay attention to you, like they're gonna notice and they're gonna eat it up, and like as they should, because it's so cute and it's so fun. Especially as a woman, like it is such a part of your femininity, and I feel like being able to play with it and change with it is totally the core of like this movement today of like I don't even say equal rights because it's different for me, and I could go off for a long time for that, but like you're allowed to be who you want to be. You're allowed to express yourself how you want to express yourself. You're allowed to change your hair. Your hair can be long, short, braided, unbraided. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, hair is so fun. It's like a tattoo, but like less permanent.
And see, too, also enable you to be even a chameleon even more. Because if you really want to go long again, you just throw on the wig. So,
Oh, yes, I love wigs. I really need to get into wigs more because
mm,
there's some fun shit out there. I've been like on TikTok looking at like how girls style their wigs and shit. I'm like, yeah, I got ideas now.
oh yeah. So now we go in the time machine. What got you into this business to begin with?
Not wanting to ask my parents for money because I felt guilty.
Mm,
When I was 18 initially when I began my journey. I've only been full time since February 2022.
mm,
But Yeah, I didn't want to ask my parents for money because like it was something that like gave me such like shame and guilt that I was like, nah, we're gonna find it. Like we got this. Don't even worry about that. You know what I mean? Like, girl, you left the fuck. What do you mean you don't have money?
Damn, like
You know what I
she
mean?
must have heard a wet pocketbook. No, a wet pussy, empty pocketbook don't mix, huh?
Goddamn straight. Yes. Yes. If you have a pussy. No, and here's the thing, it's not even about pussy. Let's be real. Because anybody can make money. Anybody can make money in this industry. 100%. I know people that like they aren't conventionally attractive and they make hundreds of thousands because they're good to people and they know themselves and
Mm-hmm.
they're proud of themselves. They're unafraid to flaunt who the fuck they are, and it's fucking awesome. Like, I don't know. It's a fun time. I love seeing people's stories, and I love when people come to me and they're like, I guess I don't love it because I get this, you get that question so often. It's like, oh, well, my dick is only this big. I can't make content. I'm like, well, it depends on what you're doing and what you're about, bro. I'm like, I know people who are fat, skinny, ugly, pretty, tall, short, freaking obese, fucking nearly anorexic. You know what I mean? Everybody can make money, bro. It doesn't matter because everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. You don't have to like it because somebody else does.
True.
Somebody
Oh no,
else does.
you piece of crap. Cause I was shooting BBW before it was cool. So I
Wait,
know
say
what
that again?
I know what BBWs can do money wise.
Right,
It's
right. Before it was like, I feel like it only just came back and like a kind of like a fad. Like, oh yeah, she got curves. I like that now. Like that wasn't. I was like when I was growing up because I'm only 26. When I was growing up, I was like so. I thought I was so fat. I just made a TikTok about this actually. I was like, I thought I was so fat because like skinny was so in. Skinny is supermodel. Skinny is everybody. What's that one model's name? She was like the first like mainstream BBW model. I can't remember her name right now, and that's so silly because she's literally like amazingly huge in this world, physically and not. I love you, baby. I can see her face, but not her name. Anyway, like this was before this, so I was like, I really thought I was so fat my whole life. I thought I was so ugly and fat. And then like I got older and I did get fat. And I'm like, damn, I'm hot as fuck. Yeah, I'm fucking hot. I got ass and titties and a pretty face. Okay. Okay, the world is my monster.
so. What was the first thing you do in the business? Was it webcamming?
No. I
Or what?
honestly, I'm like, I know we're just allowed to talk about shit, right? We're just allowed to talk about shit. Like
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah. This is smokers lounge. We people, you know how we get down in the smokers lounge. Let's not. We keep it 100 here. From the meet and greets to all that. Let's go.
Oh fuck yeah, I fucking appreciate the fuck out of that. Fuck is my favorite word, by the way. I don't know if you can tell. And so
Yeah,
it's also
that's
One Piece's favorite word. Oh. Anyway, what was I? The
yeah.
marijuana and the mental
Yeah,
illness be so far.
where did you start it in the business?
Oh right, yeah, no, I was full sugar baby. Like I loved it. I loved being paid for sex. Like I was like, yes, let me show up to your nice place because I was living in Santa Barbara at the time,
Hmm.
and I was like, yeah, this is fun as fuck. I love hanging out with like old white dead or like Grateful Dead heads who love cocaine. They
Hmm.
loved me, and I love them right back, like 100%. And I don't know, hold on. Hmm.
Wait a second, wait a second. I'm trying to think because it's like no, because I think Backpage was gone by then and Craigslist. So and then I know out west Redbook was the shit.
Mhm.
So what the fuck did you?
Oh my god. Okay, so here's the thing. So I use like some social media, some dating apps, right? But really, like, Seeking was really good, and like even like okay, so I remember the van that would go around LA with the Backpage Pro shit on it. And one day I was like, oh, fuck it, dog, let's do it. Like, why am I waiting? Like, what the fuck? And it's crazy, dude. I met some people on there that like I'm still friends with, and I love that about sex work. I love that about sex work. It's all about relationships. It's never not been about relationships and friendships, and like I don't know, I get so passionate about this because like I really do love people. I love people so much. I really thought I was an introvert like my whole life. I was like, no, you're introverted. You're so introverted. I'm like, you're an introverted extrovert. you like to sit down and hang out by yourself, but you need people so bad, baby girl. You can't play like you want to be alone because you don't. And I guess like turning that change in my life from going like, oh no, I do need people, to being like, no, people also need me. Like not like I have this big ass heart to give, and like through sex work, like I'm so passionate about it because like I really do have so much love for people. Like my fans and my patrons, I have genuine love for them. They're never not friends to me. They're never not people I want to cultivate relationships, conversations, bridges with. And that started for me as a sugar baby because I loved hanging out with like old white dudes who loved to pay me for sex, and I was girl. Sorry, I call her big girl. But like
It's all good.
literally, I ate that shit up. It was too much fun. Literally too much fun. Rehab 2 years later. Let's be real. But I had so much fun, and I learned so much, and I don't regret any of it.
Oh no, because people don't realize the careers that you had or the things you did prior to getting into business kind of helped you with the business. Yeah,
Yes.
it does. I mean, we could think about how many we already talk about all the time. How many male talents did music before they got in here? Same principle, just different product.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's
So
so funny. Go ahead.
so from the sugar baby stuff, when did you go to
Cam,
webcamming? You went to webcamming.
which is so funny. What a great story, because this was actually a sugar daddy of mine who worked as a recruiter for my first site. And he completely fucked me over. 100%. He like because he was a recruiter for the site, right? And the way he sold it was like, yeah, you can come over to my house, you can go live, like I'm just gonna let you go with it for the first week, and like selling like, oh yeah, these people, they make so much, and then you see the girls under him who also work at that house. There was only one that came back consistently. She was super cute and super fun, so she did make bank when she did work. But like she also couldn't keep herself together, which happens to everybody. Let's be real. Like this industry is helpful for people to don't have a full operating system yet. I'm definitely one of them. If you can't tell. But I should have paid better attention to certain little things. And I trusted him too much. I let him do the paperwork for me. I let him sign me up. I just and everything was in his name. And this site took 75% on every dollar already. And then he took 52% of that.
Yeah, because people don't realize when it comes to webcamming, the cam companies get majority cut.
Right. And he had I knew that they took 75%, but because he had explained that. But the way that he explained the portion that he took made it seem like I was supposed to get paid 5 times as much. It was so weird, and he didn't make it I think he tried to explain, but then he realized I could be bamboozled so easily because I'm gullible as hell.
I mean, but see, you was young in the game though.
That's what I'm saying. I had no idea, and he knew that.
Yeah,
100%, and that happens all the time. Unfortunately, it's so despicably common for people to be manipulated and taken advantage of, especially if you're brand new. You don't, and that was back in January of 2020. So it was right before the pandemic hit, right? Bro, my dumb ass. Bro, this shit is so funny to me because I really could have just made my own profile from this point because I understood the basics of it. And I was making some money, but I was like, why am I not making more? Why am I'm putting in this work and it's going
take half of it.
Yeah, and I literally could not put 2 and 2 together until I literally looked at all the statements. I was like, oh. And I quit at the time. I quit. And I went and I sold knives for a year and a half after that. And doing sales training during the pandemic with that we all know the business. So I don't even want to say their name, but bro, for a year and a half, doing really good at first and then absolutely dog shit. Because I'm fucking depressed. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I learned all these amazing sales skills, right? And after that, I ended up going back to camming so I could pay for the gas for my solar job when I was knocking doors for a solar company. And I was like, no, I'm going to use camming to pay for the gas so I can get the money for the solar. And then I was like, yeah, this is working. 4 months later, I made $0 for that company. It was commission only. And the person closing my appointments, it didn't work out, right? But I don't regret any of that because the cut code, whatever, the knife people experience, And then the with the solar, like the knocking on doors, being told so no so fucking often, like literally over and over and over, hours every fucking day,
Mhm.
trying to give it my all, just trying to like learn on the ground, sales experience, cold call, fuck, bro, this shit's hard.
Mhm.
So when I took that shit to camming, bro, oh, chilling, full time.
so so okay. So with the camming, how often? Okay, how often do you cam, and how long do you cam?
So unfortunately, the last few months, and this makes me so sad because I really miss going live. I haven't been able to go live in months. I'm taking care of family right now, so it's a little bit difficult. Um, However, when I was like camping full time, because right now I'm just doing content creation. Can't
Yeah,
wait to be back live. Oh my fucking god, can't wait to be back live. I love that shit. The attention.
yeah. I can
Yeah.
see why some
Oh,
people
it's
don't care.
hard because I used to go live at least twice a week, for years, and not that I wouldn't take breaks, breaks happen, but like I was pretty consistently going live.
Mhm.
Um, and I like loved using like random little sites as well as like bigger sites as well. I started on one for probably the first 2 years, streaming or like back when February 22, just going on streaming for a couple of years. And like honestly, that was working for me for a long time, until there was like this random dip in numbers. Like I went from like consistently making like the same amount per hour, like after it was like all totaled out and whatnot, to like making like a small fraction of that because like of this weird time, right?
Mhm.
So I was like, let me try some other shit, and I'm meeting more people and then actually beginning collabs. Um, I just started going live so much more often and having like the best time, whether I'm solo, whether I'm with a dude, whether I'm with my girls. Like
Mhm.
I don't know, love
So
life.
I'm gonna ask you this: what? Because a lot of girls that do the webcam, they stick it out, or they don't. The most they might do is solo. What made you decide to go boy girl to do collabs to work with others?
My ex. um, I know. And that's the disappointment. I'm kidding.
We want to say thank you,
Yeah,
thank
he taught me so much. He taught me so much. So he's in the industry.
you.
My apologies. I just moved to a certain area, and we found each other on Reddit. Actually, oh yeah. Speaking of the sites that I was on, Reddit,
I still ain't mastered it yet. So I'm still learning.
huh?
I'm still learning Reddit.
Oh, Reddit's dope. Reddit's fun, and like not just like for like sex work, but like
Mm,
life. And it's so funny. I will go to advice or go to Reddit for advice so often.
mm,
Like it's great. There's like great forums on there. There's something for everybody. Um, I think it's a really great platform, and like all internet things, there's also good and bad. But I'm actually like I don't know. I'm kind of like proud that like Reddit is such a diverse base, and not only is it diverse in sense of like its content or it's like subjects,
mm,
and the content that's on there, but and how people relate with each other
mm.
and try to treat each other. There's like a cool atmosphere and community on there, that I really like. Um, what were we talking about before? Fuck.
See, y'all love when we go on tangents, don't you? Y'all love when we go on tangents. See, that's the beauty of
No, I'm
podcasting.
a tangent ass
We go
bitch.
on
Like my
tangents.
friends
Who
hate
gives a
it.
fuck? No, but it, what made you start collab, and how did you go about finding your first collab?
Yes. Okay. So, my first official collab, um, was with my ex, and it was such a, like, honestly, it was like fire. It was cool.
Mm,
I don't know how to explain it. Like he was already really experienced in the industry, so that was super helpful. Like getting so many tips and tricks, and then also I had so much experience of my own at that point, right? Because shit, I mean, I'd been doing sex work since I was 18,
mm,
and like I don't know, we also just like really liked each other, so that really helped the chemistry on cam, right?
mm,
So in that being or in, and within that chemistry, like so much was able to flourish and develop and grow. Like I learned so much so quick, and
mm,
like he would learn so much more quick, from each other's experiences. And then I just was like, you know what, anybody can go live. And I was like, well, I'm like, I don't really have to use a collab either. I'm like, stunt dick.
mm.
I'm like, and they're willing to do the paperwork, and it's just anybody who has a good attitude too. So it's a million ways, and like as long as they can fuck online, keep their dick hard, and hopefully get a money shot. It happens. If not, whatever.
Mm.
But it's just about vibes and chemistry. Like I really had like nothing to me, but it really didn't mean like I didn't have to be industry. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be an official collab with an official person. But I mean, I still love those too. Like my girl Kimmy Gibbler, like bro, she I can't believe she still wants to be friends with me. Like we had such a crazy time last year,
Mm.
and I love her so much. But like I think of her when I also think of going live too, because like she's a live queen, and
Mm.
there's so much I learned from her every time we work together too. So I guess like I do love collabs, especially on live, because it's like hanging out with the whole world and someone that you get along with who's in your workforce. I don't know.
So I'm gonna ask you this now, because people think when it comes to filming on the filming side of things, because you've been doing a bunch of collabs. When it comes to the filming, people don't realize how much work goes into that or what have
God, yeah.
you. From the positions that we shoot to angles and all that good stuff. So speak to how you adjusted to mastering how to work a camera
Okay.
from in front of
Wait,
it.
wait, say it again.
From in front of it.
Okay. Well, I guess like the first thing I do starting out, like I don't know, I love to introduce myself. Like that's really important to me. Like just like we do on a video, just like if you're about to go in for a job interview or a speech, whatever the fuck, right? I love to introduce myself. I love to say hi to people, greet people individually. And that can be so hard when you've got hundreds and thousands of people in your room. I don't
Mm.
know. I don't really care because I like it this way too. I mean, I care in a lot of ways, but also not because I really like being able to get personal with people. You know, I feel like even if like it reminds me of like going door to door again, right? Even if they say no and they don't give a fuck, or they call me a fat cow, or they say nothing and just lurk, like people really do appreciate the personal touch, and like that's what this is for me. Is like trying to like getting personal with people. So I guess first of all, I would actually say before any of this, like it just depends on what your vibe is in sex work. You know, whether or not you are like the mean bitch who's gonna spit on everybody. Which shout out to you if you can, bitch. I love you. Get your bag. Get your bag. Respect, because like I can't. I'm too goofy. I'm too fucking goofy. Like I can't maintain it 24/7. I'm too goofy, like
No,
as
I
fuck.
get, I get submissive vibes from you. I get submissive vibes from you.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, you. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm excited for my next daddy. Yeah, I'm definitely a sub at heart. But I mean, I'm gonna switch to. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would like for me, I would love to marry a bi-cuck. Like, someone could switch it up with someone. I'm like, oh god, I love pure sex, and I love being dominated, and I love dominating. You know. But in my heart of hearts, I'm definitely a sub. Like, I need to be led. I need to be told what to do. I need to be told to calm the fuck down. All the time.
So, so are we a?
Oh, go ahead.
What are you into on the
What
submissive
am
side?
I into personally? Okay, well, I'll go top like five, right? Top five kings.
Yeah.
One, water sports, all day, every day. Love that shit. I don't even know what it was. Like, I guess it's because it's like cum, but there's so much more of it.
Mm.
Like, and it's awesome. I don't know, cool. Water sports. Two, let's speak, hold on. Honestly, yeah, honestly, yeah. Cause like, here's the thing, I am a sub, and like, I totally go little mode often when I'm with the right person.
Ooh.
DDLG is huge for me. As long as it's done respectfully, consensually, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I love DDLG because, like, dude, I love like going to a little space. It makes me feel so comfortable and so seen and so protected.
Mm.
Number three, oh fuck. I feel like I got like three things. I'm like, I feel bad. I feel disrespectful to the other two if I say this one first. But honestly, Shibari is amazing. You know,
Mm.
I personally have never been suspended, and I'm really looking forward to that. Uh, Bondage in itself, but huh?
I love bondage.
I love bondage. I love being tied up, pussy in the air, can't fucking move. You know, beautiful.
See, that's the sad part. Like I said, everybody now into the shit, doing the shit when my ass retired. Only five one girl that would die. with two, three. My whole career that was down for all
Oh wow.
that.
I love it. It's so, it's so beautiful, especially like Shibari itself is such a wonderful and scary and long and beautiful history. Like, oh my God, it is a tragic and amazing. I'm like all art. I feel like so much art is born of tragedy, even if it's of happiness too. Um, I love art so much. Art is my whole life.
Yeah.
And that's why I believe, that's what, oh my gosh. Okay, so like number four. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. I'm going back and forth now. But no, well, for I love role play, but like really like artistic role play, like based on I guess like pop culture role play. Like, oh my God, bro! Like I have certain things in my head that like are certain fantasies that like I'm really trying to bring to life in my work that I
Mhm.
believe is like 100% art, bro.
Mhm.
100% art. I want to do one of like, well, definitely a Candyman scene would be amazing,
Oh
with like an
shit.
anal hook for a hand. I have a huge love for Tony Todd and the Candyman series in general. It's not my favorite horror movie because I got House of a Thousand Corpses is still amazing for me,
Mhm.
but Candyman is a very close second.
Well, you talking about the newest Candyman, right?
No, I'm talking about all Candyman. No, Tony Todd, baby. I'm talking about OG Candyman.
Okay. Yeah,
He's the love of my life.
the new one, I wasn't feeling too tough, but the old school ones, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Tony Todd. That's why I was like Tony Todd. All the, and not that he wasn't in the last one, that last little cameo. And honestly, like I feel like Candyman, like the most recent one, wasn't like Jordan Peele's strongest film, but I
Mhm.
still like where he went with it. And then when you realize that that was the mom. Oh my God, sorry. Anyway, I can talk about that for a long time. But yeah, role play is huge for me. I love role play, whether it's also like I don't know, I love like teacher student. I've always been a fan of teacher student, probably because like I was just a horny ass kid. But like, you know what I mean? They're just
Oh
like,
no,
oh my God.
I would have done the scene with you like that. Where I'm the professor and you the my teacher assistant.
Oh, a TA is off too.
Oh yeah.
I like because like I like a position of power.
Mm.
I am very,
You see, we would have
I'm
worked
getting
good
off
together.
this
See,
fucking place. I'm so
we
sorry.
could work good together. So now
Thank
you
you,
mentioned
baby.
that you squirt, you do anal, what have you.
Yeah.
So, for you, what's the biggest dick you done had in your ass?
Definitely 11 inches a couple times. Um, I can't remember how long the guy's dick was the last one I saw him. It had to have been 12. It had to have been 12. I didn't ask. I didn't ask, but it looked bigger than the 11 inches. I've had a couple of those. It was great. I love them.
Mm,
But I'm like, this man's dick had to be 12 inches. I
mm.
never asked, so I'm gonna text him and find out though. I'll let you know. But
So
yeah,
for
definitely
you,
at least.
how strong is the orgasm from anal?
Well, it depends. So there's this one. Actually, I was just thinking about this guy today. This like punk dude from LA. This white guy with like the big. He just has an 11-inch cock. He's fucking swinging.
Mm,
And damn, we just had consistently amazing sex. Like strong as fuck every time. Like can't hear after you hear bells in your ears. You know what I mean?
mm.
Consistently every time. Best orgasm of my life though was from I was like 20 or 21. This man was 65. I just fucked this man for free because the food was so good that he made me.
Damn.
Like, dude, I'm not even fucking. And he didn't even fuck. He just ate me out. He only ate me out, and I came so good. The left side of my body went numb.
That's a strong
I
ass
never want to
orgasm.
come that good again. I'm never
And
coming
it
like
gave
that
you
ever
stroke.
again. I'm like, bro, you probably gave me a heart issue. I'm like scared. I'm scared. Okay, so I'm totally like, well, what's that thing called? Hypochondriac.
Yeah.
Like I think things are wrong all the time that are not right. However, I think the heart damage might have been real because I definitely felt that shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was yeah, he knew how to eat some damn pussy. So I tell you, you have done a game bang.
Couple, yes, I love a gangbang.
Oh my God. So what's the biggest game bang you have done so far?
This is a good story. Very fast. It was like at least 14, but we don't know the exact number. It was never confirmed, but it was like at least 14.
Mm,
I was visiting my best friend out in Oregon, and they were busy doing something for work, and I was looking for something to do. So I go on a dating app. I'm looking for some dick. And I meet this guy. I'm like, we're vibing right away. And we're trying to find a place to go fuck because I couldn't fuck at my friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so what are your fantasies, right? And I was like, I've always wanted to have a gangbang. Like, I really want like a big, all shapes, all sizes, huge ass gangbang, right? And he's like, we can do that right now. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, let's just go to the porno theater. And I was like, fuck it. Anyone who's got a condom can fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
We had a great time. It was 14 people, at least.
So for you, what gets you off for a gangbang?
The attention. I like being the belle of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. And it's so bad. And I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to do that less because, girl, you do not need to be that selfish. But I am the belle of the ball sometimes. Hello. um,
I'm gonna say
I love being surrounded by men.
I'm gonna say if you ever go to any of these exotic conventions, you need to help my man Tadpole. He got you covered on the gangbang.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I met him once at Expos a couple years ago. He's cool.
Yeah, he be having some numbers in that motherfucker too.
Mm-hmm. No, honestly, that would be fun to suck, wouldn't it?
Oh my god! So have you done DP?
Yes. I was like, huh? I was thinking DVP. I wasn't sure if you said DP or DVP. Not DVP yet, but DP, yes. I think I have a couple gangbangs out right now with a couple scenes like that. A couple little clips in between. But honestly, not nearly enough. Not like personally, I really need a good scene where I'm like being held up in the air
Mm-hmm.
and being DP like with like a nice like aerial view from the bottom. Personally, I don't know if I'm just looking for that personally, or well, definitely
Yeah,
the
I
self,
mean,
but
if you want to be honest, I always say, don't do what you don't do what you do. Only do what you do in your bedroom, or you willing to experiment with. That's your
I
statement.
100% agree. 100% agree. It's sad to see people like pushing themselves. Not that I haven't done it before too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in my early camming days, like you push yourself into a kink because someone like is like, hey, I want to do this, and I'll pay so much for it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it don't matter if you're not into it. And like I think I learned that like not early enough.
Mm-hmm.
And just in life in general, and that's the wonder about running your own business or operating how you want to operate is you also choose who you get to work with.
Yeah.
You get to choose that, whether it's another a collab partner or whether it's a customer. It doesn't fucking matter whether it's a manager. You choose who you want to work with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, sometimes it sucks because you're you're doing it for a while by yourself too, but that always ends. I feel like once you put yourself out there and you put yourself out there genuinely, you're gonna meet other people who are also trying to do the same.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I love
I
that.
probably shouts out to Man of Fury. You
Huh?
know, yeah, they had him on the show. Got to get him back. He's a homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
I saw
him.
the look on your face.
No, he's so sweet and cool. And it's so funny because like our shoot was so funny. It was such a fun like it was just like like I have these days off and sometimes when I'm too stressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I can't focus on one thing, so this is happening, right? And like it's just like a comedy of errors at the point, you're just like, what the fuck is gonna go wrong next? And we don't even fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of it being like kind of like an awkward time, I actually like felt like I was having fun and being recognized. You know, yeah, I'm like because I can be my quirky, awkward self around him, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Shoot, he's a cool dude. And I enjoyed him out this piece. So for you, because like I said, you've been doing it going on 4 years, and
Mhm.
seriously since 2022. Where do you want to take this? Where you want to go with this? When it
Oh
comes
my
to the porn
goodness.
business.
Where do I want to take this? So I dream about this a little bit. Who doesn't daydream about their future? Well, actually, I take that the fuck back because so many people don't. No, it's a hard time, babies. It's a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
However, I love to daydream about my future because sometimes it's hard for me to be present. I don't like thinking about the past too much. But oh gosh, where do you know what? I don't even, I see this as like the foundation of how I want to lay down my charitable works as an individual in this world.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, like porn and sex work, I'm like it's such a strong platform for me personally because
Mm-hmm.
of my not only my background as someone who's part of this industry, but someone who's part of just a sexual being in the world,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so in so many ways, like I want to become a lawyer, and I'm trying to use sex work to pay for law school
Mm,
because I want to work on sex worker legislation.
mm,
For me, it's not just about like, I mean, not that, baby, if you're just about your money, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. It has nothing to do with me. But for me, like, I know that like this money that I'm making,
mm,
it is 100% to fuel a future where sex work is legal
mm.
in all forms, you know? And so that way it's just a safer environment for people just trying to make their fucking money, you know, get it how they live it, bro. I get it.
Mm.
And like there's so many dangerous situations that happen, not only whether it's legal or not, you know, and it's completely preventable.
Yeah.
Or not completely, I wouldn't say that because you know shit happens, but like there's so many ways that this is preventable. And for me, like
Mm,
as I want to take my poor career artistically, like more artistically based in, you know, my pop culture things that I love, and also like the writings that I've created since I was a fucking kid, you know,
mm.
like like basically fan fiction. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But I want to take it in an artistic fashion and a legislative fashion, you
Mm,
know, and that's really important to me. And then also giving back, like I don't know, like I for the first time, like I was able to actually donate like a decent amount of money to a local homeless shelter
sweet.
because of a sale I run. You know what I mean? And I was like, because it's winter, and I live in Arizona, bro. This shit is deadly in the or when it was winter, you know.
Mm.
It was around Christmas time, and like this is deadly. Like the winter or the desert is deadly in winter, not
Yeah.
just like where it snows and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, trust me, it gets cold out there in the desert. Hot, then cold.
hmm and I don't know. Like I was just like, damn, this is like the first actual step I'm taking towards these charitable actions that I'm really passionate about. For me, like I don't have small goals. I'm trying to be a billionaire, and I'm trying to donate $500 million.
Mm,
Like,
I'm
and
proud of
whether or not it does, and whether or not it happens doesn't really matter to me because I'm just gonna shoot for it anyways, even if it takes 40 years. I don't care because I really feel like there's so much that can be done in this world, especially financially. Like when you have that much money, you have so much power.
Mm,
And it's not, I'm not necessarily saying that like small things don't have their own power too, but
mhm.
it's also a way to actively help people get fed, get safe, get electricity, get warm, get water,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
clean water.
Honestly, what people don't understand about adult film, and I want you to speak to this, they don't realize how it really empowers women. And from confidence to financial. So speak to that side of things.
Oh, 100%. Thank you so much for bringing it. That's such a like a wonderful fucking point.
Mm,
Because I'm really blushing thinking about like, damn, I was so sad before. I
mm,
was the fucking and like it literally it takes me back because like I think about my childhood. Like my first memory was like of sexual assault. So becoming a sex worker at 18 and like kind of being a hyposexual as fucking person growing up, like
mm,
being able to channel that in such a way that you control what happens to you and you get benefited for something that not only is a part of you but a part of your hurt too. It
mm,
does channel things in such a positive fashion when you're doing it positively, when you're doing it for yourself and safely and putting yourself first. And also like I don't know, like you're just growing. And
mm,
sales is, and don't get me wrong, sex work is 100% sales, and sales is a microcosm for life, 100%. Right? When you're putting your life on the line like this, whether you're on cam, whether you're on the corner, doesn't fucking matter.
mm,
You're putting your life on the line in a lot of ways.
mm,
You're learning so much on your feet, like 10 times as much as anybody knocking doors for a solar company.
mm,
And like, anyway, it makes me think of Demon Slayer. There's like this little piece that they were talking about. Like, every time you fight one of these like top 10 demons, that's like so much experience. That's like 10 years of training.
mm,
Right. And so, like, you're just pounding this training over and over and over. And if you don't end up loving yourself during that training, then it's not going to work. But if you do, you're going to flourish.
mm,
You're going to feel so much fucking better. You're going to feel better about the way you look, the way you feel, the way you act, the way you are.
mm.
And like, you're gonna get defensive, or not defensive, but like you're just not even gonna let, bro. There's a point where like
I'm gonna tell you what it is to me. Just my theory.
yeah,
Women, the one thing that this business makes you have to be is sexy. It's because that what sells. You feel where I'm coming from? Because even when I look at your pictures,
mm-hmm.
like, okay, you don't really phone it in. You look cute, makeup, so forth. You get the gist of what I'm saying. But you become a sex symbol with this. And a lot of people, how can I put this? A lot of females don't know how to handle that because,
Right, 'cause they're afraid of it, and they're afraid of it, and it
yeah,
threatens, how they were taught
yeah,
to be,
yeah.
and how what keeps them safe,
Hmm.
right? Like, oh, that's not safe. That's not safe. What the fuck is she thinking? That's not safe. It's like, oh, is it unsafe, or did we make it unsafe because of thoughts like that? Like, and not just from women, of course from men too, but like, that's why it's really hard to like see like women hating on women
Hmm.
on social media for like wearing scandalous outfits or doing drugs, being a slut, whatever, bro. Because I'm like, listen, if, bring me back to Mean Girls. You know why?
Hmm.
If all you call each other's is sluts and whores, it just makes it okay for guys to call you sluts and whores. You
Yeah.
have to have each other's fucking backs. You have to.
Hmm. But see, the
And
thing
it's
about
sad.
this business is there's no judgment with it. It might be judgment on it, but no judgment with it because yeah, he can call you a slut, but that's what makes the business. The nastiest and the dirtiest and freakiest
Oh
slut
yeah.
sales.
Oh yeah. No, 100%. I'm down for that, baby. We know. You know why? Because people need sex.
Yeah,
People fucking need sex. Even if you're asexual, that's still a sexuality. You still get the same satisfaction from hand holding and hanging out as people do from nutting.
yeah.
Yeah. And like that's why like and I still love it. I don't get me wrong, I love sluts and horse. I love it in a positive way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not meaning it derogatorily in this. I mean it with the highest respect actually. I'm not a slut. I love a whore.
Yeah. No,
You
but
know?
see, the thing about it is that, like I said before, it allows us the grace of sexual discovery,
Embracing
and
it.
also at the same token, it allows us to be sexually free. See,
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why religion, the country, and so forth want us to be sexually suppressed.
Mm-hmm.
How they act. I mean, they just be honest.
Oh, 100%, because women give life,
Mhm.
and the government and organized religion, they have like that. They already have a monopoly on that. Like
Mhm.
this is how you do life, right? And that women like they are a threat in so many ways, and that's why certain things are taken away. That's why,
Mhm.
you know, I don't even want to get into details, but like we all know, you
Yeah,
see it happen all the time. Like sexual suppression means power for certain people,
yeah,
and sexual freedom means equality in so many fucking ways that it would tear that shit down.
yeah. Actually, why you think the nuns, the priests, and the Catholic Church can't have sex?
That's what I'm fucking saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. Fucking hypocrites. I'm like,
That's
you were down
crazy.
there, bitch. Don't hide. And I'm like, you'd feel a lot better when you don't.
Oh my god!
And
It's
and not that there's not, there's so much love as well, and a lot of so much organized religion. There's so much love too, and like, in no way am I hating on people's faith. Faith is so fucking important. Whatever the fuck that looks like for you, faith is important, right?
mm-hmm.
I'm not against suppression of rights. I'm not for that. And especially when it affects people in such a negative way, and it's not just like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, they suppress the women. It's like, no, this type of organization is
Mm-hmm.
what's feeding homelessness, hunger.
Yeah,
Every I'm like, okay, we could keep going on forever. I'm already mad.
yeah. No, because see, the main thing of it is also we keep talking about the American dream of being an entrepreneur, right? This is one of the ways that ladies become entrepreneurs.
That's such a wonderful way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when OnlyFans first blew up, which is so funny because like I stopped camming like right
Mm-hmm.
in that golden sector of like lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And then I quit because I was being fucked over so bad. If I had stayed, big girl,
Oh God, I love this girl. I swear I do. So I'm gonna ask you this because we do webcamming, you meet and greets, and content or what have you. Your brand now. How have you starting to now think of shaping your brand? Because I tell females all the time, you're the product, the rest of everything else is the brand or what have you. So for
hmm
you, how are you starting to shape your brand?
my brand. Oh my gosh. Okay. Actually, you know what? I wrote a little bit about it last night. Hold on.
Okay,
I got my
go
little
ahead.
journal. I got a little journal because I'm a journal girl. I am. This one I actually got when I was back in rehab. So okay, it says chapter 2 on it. I don't know if you can tell. Hold on.
Chapter
Chapter
two.
2. And it was just a random thing. So I love to draw with my journaling too. I went to art school for years. Dropped the fuck out though. And I had like a full ride scholarship and a year of college done when I got there.
Oh my God.
No, go crazy. And I don't give a fuck. Basically, hold on, let me get to like the meat and potatoes of it. And I think that all I need to know is this. I'm a human with flaws who desires love, like any other human. My emotions and empathy are my powers, and I intend to help as many people and love as many people as I can with them. These are my patrons, and I am their resident artist. And art is everything I care about.
See,
And
I
that's it.
got a feeling that when you start doing your scenes, your videos with the storylines and stuff, that there's gonna be some interesting videos
Absolutely.
because being artsy, you're going to think outside the box and you're gonna cross the T's and dot the I's. So what's some fantasies that you would like to bring to life?
Okay, so we're talking about Candyman, right? I want the anal hook on my ass. Just making that clear. I don't hit me up.
Oh my god.
No, I'm the
Man,
most
that
unserious
would do
bitch
it
you'll
for
ever
that would be
see.
hot because no one has done a Candyman porn scene. I know
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I love it. I can't wait.
shit.
Oh,
Me
okay.
myself, if I was still active, I want to do a Star Wars movie. That just
A Star Wars one?
yeah. I'm gonna use
You're so
Star Wars.
cute. Which one?
No,
Or is it
actually,
just
it'd be more
or like
fan than anything else. I wouldn't want to do an iconic scene because I want the saber fighting and everything in this shit. And because I mean,
I
I'm
do.
already identified as Sith, so I have to purchase Sith.
Oh my god, that sounds like fun, bro. I would watch that.
No, either the cosplay because to me, I feel that females should, when it comes to their content, have variety within their content, which also shows their personality or what have
hmm
you.
Oh
Just
yeah,
me.
no, another one I was thinking of is like, okay, so I love animation. I really love animation, especially like adult animation. But I also think of Gravity Falls, and I think of this one character, Seuss. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a kid show, but he's an adult. He's a handyman. Huh? Gravity
Oh my
Falls.
god. Oh,
And there's like this internet girl called Giffany, and she's in a game he's playing on his PC, right? And like he gets her from the game shop or whatever on this like normal like disc, puts in his computer, and there's like a haunted ghost in it thing. Like it's like a haunted virtual ghost demon thing, whatever. And she's hot as fuck. Like anime waifu AF. And they fall in love and she's like obsessed with him and shit and like crawl like I want to do one where she's like crawling out of the computer and fucking Seuss. Yeah.
that will be fire. Actually, that will be
That's what I'm
100%.
saying. I'm like, I have so many fucking doubt. Like, oh my god, I love art come to life. My first time like doing my actual own collection of art as an artist was in high school, because I
Mhm.
went to an arts high school, and even before that, I was taking AP art classes at a freshman as a freshman because I loved art so much.
Mhm.
Um, and I didn't know what to do at first. So like, okay, you have to make a concentration, which is like 12 theme pieces. Like they're all part of the same theme. You can do whatever you want from them. They just have to be connected somehow, right? I was like,
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So, like many other artists, like they want to, like there's so many. And I didn't even know this was a fucking thing until I went to art school, like officially as a college student.
Mhm.
But so many different artists will put themselves in art. There's like a specific Japanese photographer that comes to mind. He's like a gay man, and he photographs himself in like super huge, like well-known, famous AF European paintings, right? And he's like photographing himself as like the figures in these paintings. And I did something similar. I was like, no, I'm just gonna like make my own twist on like different paintings and stuff because I didn't know what to fucking start with, right?
Mhm.
And that's such a fucking human awesome concept in art is fan fiction, fan art, figuring out where you fit in the world through things that you don't fit into, and like, oh, I just think it's such a wonderful and beautiful concept. And especially like in terms of like creating these fun scenes in sex work too, and like really bringing art and pop culture strongly into your own brand. This is what I run. Like I think of, oh my God, I think of Lil Puck. I fucking love her work. Like I just saw one of like fucking Space Jam today and it made me laugh my fucking ass off. I was like, girl, I love you. You are too fucking cool. She dressed up as Hellraiser for an award show lately. I was like, oh my God.
Wow. I'm sorry,
Pinhead. She was Pinhead, bro. She was Pinhead
that
with,
that I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The female pinhead. That is.
big fake tits.
I'm weird.
Amazing.
That is sexist fuck to me. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Go look it up though. You gotta look at it. You're gonna be like low key hot. Like it's gonna be hot to you. Trust me.
I'm sorry. I'm just weird with some hotness things I look at.
But it's so much fun.
Oh
It's so much. You can just do what you want. You can do what you want, and that's something I really live by. Like you create the rules that you live through in the world, and you create those consequences too. So whatever rules you create, you're dealing with them consequences as well. But you get to decide how you live. You get to decide how you work. How you feel. Like not the saying like, okay, I'm an emotional ass bitch, right? I'm a Cancer. My emotions come through all the time. I just gotta remind myself this isn't permanent. I can change how I feel about this by identifying how the fuck I am.
hmm
I'm like, when you move through that in art too, ooh, it feels great. It's like crack. Just
oh.
kidding. I've never tried that. That's the one drug they told me I would like too much. And I'm right. So I won't try it. I don't need to know.
Oh my God. Hey, look, I done held this sexy lady up here for an hour and we ain't even touched the surface. And I gotta ask her the $1 million question, right? Yes, Miss Mosh Pit Mommy. Can I call you a smoke buddy, baby?
Most fucking definitely. Sorry, I've caught mouth.
Oh, say no more, people. She even got cotton mouth just like me. Hold on, let me do this. I got a lot to say in this next couple of seconds.
Go, go, go. You got this.
All right. Y'all heard it. She'll be back in the Smokers Lounge, and we're going to bring her to loyal fans, to the premium smoke room. Yes, I'm about to say it. I want to see them titties and that fat booty. I want to see some areolas. So, with that being said, 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy, special events that I'll be having, as well as I even go live on X where the premium smokers can ask questions. And you know what happens in the premium smoke room? The conversation gets saucier. The tits come out. Dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe. And in the Triple X store, you can see my work as I give ladies the work because big dicks, what? Grow in the sticks. That's why they used to call me Big Country Daddy. And for Spotify, I have a membership over there as well. Over there, you can hear Had to Smoke on it, where I give my opinions on hot topics, politics, porn, and everything else. It's unapologetic and often controversial. Yeah.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I don't hold back no shit. And Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talented producers to give you that real smoke from a male perspective about the industry, as well as over 400 episodes of different stuff from the podcast from the past. You can binge and play catch up on. So, and if you're a Spotify member and you're not on Loyal Fans, go to Loyal Fans, get a profile, use a referral thing so I can get a referral, and send me a D and follow me. Send me a DM, let me know that you got the subscription on Spotify, and I will give you a month for free and 80% off for life. So
Oh, man.
you can be subscribed to both for less than $20. See, I'm being a nice guy.
Fuck yeah.
I'm
Fuck
being
yeah.
a nice. So with that being said, Miss Mommy, Miss Moshpit Mami, tell everybody where they can spend money on you, baby.
Alrighty. So I have OnlyFans. Loyal Fans is being reset up. Hello. ManyVids. I love Chatterbait. Fanbase. That's the place I'm enjoying life the most lately because it's so easy. What the fuck else? Why am I forgetting? Oh, and honestly, social media is excellent as well. I have a ton of teasers and clips, and my Pornhub as well. Most everything should be Moshpit Mami on the patronage sites. And then go check my links for the other socials. Also, my Snap is hilarious. I be posting so many fucking memes and teasers as well.
Oh my God. So people, what did we smoke over today? What did we learn? Well, you learn that there's
I'm gonna say,
more to us than fucking. We have
damn
hopes,
straight.
we have dreams. We have dreams that even beyond porn. And we care about politics. We care about things other than sex.
Mhm.
And yes, we are some freaks. But remember that we are people, no different than you. You know what I'm saying? Our 9 to 5 is a little bit different than y'all's. We have our stresses. We have our shit that drives us crazy. Just like you gotta take a vacation at your job to be the fuck away from that shit. Sometimes you gotta do the same with our job.
Mhm.
But we love our job because one, it empowers us. It helps us find ourselves, feel better about ourselves, and more confident about ourselves. See, the narratives that porn stars, we do drugs and we didn't have this happen and that happen, which brought us there. Some not that's not always true.
Mhm.
And even if there was trauma that happened early in life for some of us, guess what porn does? It's
Mhm.
therapy. It helps them take back the power that they lost even back then. See? Because sex can not only be good, but it also can be healing.
100%.
Mentally, physically, and emotionally. See? It's all about energy, people.
Mhm.
The energy that you put out in the world, you get back. You feel me? So,
100%.
with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of being experienced if you haven't learned anything? Smoke that over, people. Mosh Pit Mama, say goodbye to the smokers.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for having me tonight. See you next time.
We out.